Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll send the back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
That's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
It'll be third and long. The offense changing the play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a third and long.
Here we go, here we go. Direction. You got two.
He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, the running back has it. Sweet cut there. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Keep it on the ground. At the 45 on his way. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Going to the running game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Wolverines! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they have had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Ducks have a lot of options on second and inches. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oregon.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And they've regained the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Under fire. Keeps looking downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using his feet to buy time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like it because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He spins that thing down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He slings it deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're going to mark this one at the 15. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground, he's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fowler. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going for it. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Swings it out to his running back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. They start the second half now. Your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away. Get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they marked it. come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Ran through the contact. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The run from the shotgun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Can't get him to the ground. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northern Illinois. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Quarterback empties his backfield. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon. Other scores from around the country. Slippery road.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little awful to start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Oh, he's got a chance. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's all about teamwork.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He cannot get there. A 4th down
how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, Dave. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Last chance coming up. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. Environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor?